Hey, yo, we back featuring JJ and Bo podcast. I am Bo.
This is JJ.
Yo, we back. We back to talk some more shit, man. We back to talk some more shit.
You already know it.
Episode 2. We back. We made it.
What we back to talk about this time, Bo?
I don't know. As long as it don't get us canceled, good. Nah, man, we're going to get into it, though. We're going to get straight into it, man. There's a lot of NFL games, man. A lot going on in the NFL this week. You know, we had a great, spectacular, historical game, man, with Lamar Jackson coming out the locker room and winning. Just throwing the winning touchdown, man. It was a beautiful thing.
It was a good game, though, overall. I mean, for a second, I thought Baltimore kind of pulled away. And then, Lamar got kind of injured. Then Cleveland came back. And then, Lamar had to pull his Paul Pierce moment out the bag.
Man, Lamar came out like a hero, man. Came out like a hero to save the day. He was like Hercules, man.
As long as he was representing for Louisville, he was good.
Hey, he throws his L's up when he wins touchdowns, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he do. L1C4 all day. Man, there's a lot of other games, man, that happen, man. I can't lie, man. I still think, who you think is the best quarterback in the NFL right now?
Best quarterback?
Best quarterback.
It's going to be Patrick Mahomes.
I can't even fault that. But I feel like
the man has an arm like.
I feel like there's other quarterbacks that are doing just as good. They just ain't getting the shine, man.
That's true. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is being Aaron Rodgers.
Right, I heard they said Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be an MVP candidate.
Okay.
It's between him and Patrick. But I still gotta give it to Patrick, man. I think Patrick he's doing what nobody else can do.
That's true.
I mean, Aaron's close, but Aaron's not. He doesn't have the weapons that Patrick has to make him look good.
I mean, Patrick, man, he's nobody's placed in Patrick's situation too because he has Tyreek Hill and also Travis Kelce. Nobody has somebody who's dependable like Travis Kelce, and then you got the fastest man in the league.
Yeah, plus they're like the top two of their positions, man, and it's amazing to have that talent, and then they shine it, man.
It is.
I predict another Super Bowl run.
Who you got in the Super Bowl?
The Chiefs and whoever think they can make it.
Who you think is gonna make it out of NFC? NFC's kind of.
I'm gonna say Eagles just because I'm biased. I said it. Jalen Hurts is gonna take us there.
It's all right, bro. We know you ain't gonna make it to the playoffs this year, though, man. So
these are the Washington football team.
That's all right, though. We're not supposed to make it, so.
Yeah.
But
y'all shouldn't be allowed to play without a name. That should be illegal. Football team is not yours.
I told you, man. That's right.
Millions of football teams in this country.
But we got the number one spot in the division for now, so
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that either.
Hey, that's for another day, like you said.
Yeah, we're gonna leave all that alone. That's embarrassing right now.
I feel you, but I mean, Bo, you know what I heard last week, man? I heard Vegas was open. I heard Atlanta's been open during this quarantine. You know what they found, right? They found our boy James Harden. Can you say anything for James Harden? What do you think?
Hey, he wants to leave, man. That's all I can say. Trade him, let him go. He don't want to be there.
That's true, but I mean, I think we talked about this last time, but I mean, it just feels like James Harden's just in it for the money for right now. I mean, they went out, got him some help, with John Wall.
Every NBA player is in it for the money.
That's true, but then it comes to a certain point where you gotta, eventually get, play more for like a legacy than just the money.
Man, every NBA player wants the championship.
Yeah.
But they are not really mad if they don't have it because they made millions.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Like if I got $300 million that I made, I'm not mad that I didn't win the championship.
Okay.
I'm perfectly fine. I don't care what my legacy is. My pockets are fat.
All right.
And I ain't hurt for nothing.
Have you been watching preseason games though?
Yeah, I checked out Lakers, man. They did all right. They did what I expected. They gonna repeat. That's a given.
Yeah, man. I mean, the rich got richer, man. They got Trez, they got Schroeder, and then on top of that, they also, got a young player, second-year player in, Taylor Horton-Tucker?
Yeah, man, he balled, man.
Hey, he doesn't play like he's like 20 or 19 or however old he is.
Man, me and my son was playing 2K, and I used the Lakers and had him in, and I was like, he's putting up buckets. Like, who is this dude? I ain't never heard of this dude. I only put him in because I was up at like 40 on my son. So I was like, let me get these bench players in here, man.
That's just wrong, man. You gotta take it easy on your son a little bit, man.
For what? You want to be a winner, you gotta earn it.
Well, you gotta play 21 at least. Don't beat it by 40.
No, you gonna take his L. cares about 150,000. You gonna take it? And you gonna sit there and play all 4 quarters.
But on another note, though, man, we got our boy Giannis. He did end up getting the max, so he did answer everybody's question as far as where Giannis is going.
Giannis got paid.
Man, that's how. Man, I might if he's gonna donate and give out money at the games, I might go to a Milwaukee game.
Man, if I was Giannis, I ain't donating nothing. I'm in Milwaukee. I'm not happy.
I feel that.
This is Wisconsin.
That's true.
But this money makes it a lot more comfortable.
But let me ask you, why do you think he stayed there though, man? Like, I mean, it is the East. And I mean, they did get Drew Holiday, but you think Drew Holiday's enough to keep a player in that market?
I think Giannis got that old school mentality. He's gonna try to build where he is. He's not gonna go trading teams and building super teams. He's gonna do it in Milwaukee.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But at the same time, man, he did just get $225 million. So
and
you can't say like
all the more reason to do it in Milwaukee.
You can't say old player mentality because they wouldn't make that much money.
All right, true. The money is
so
the money changes the what his thoughts are, but that's fine. It still 228 million?
It was around that. I'm not
for 5 years.
I'm not ESPN, so I can't quote the numbers.
I pay attention to the numbers because I always think about like, how can I spend $228 million?
Okay,
what would I buy?
What would you buy in Milwaukee? What you gonna buy? A bunch of cheese?
Nah, man, I'm probably gonna buy the Packers. I put in for it. I got a piece of it. Yeah, that's the only thing in that state that I think is worth it. I mean, other than the Milwaukee Bucks and the Green Bay Packers, what is Wisconsin known for?
Man, you're the wrong person.
Now, I know there's some people out there gonna hear this and be like, yo, you talk about my home. I'm sorry. I don't know much about Wisconsin. Educate me. Find us on social media, talk to us, educate us. That's what we're here. We're here to learn.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. We're all here to learn. Now, what else? What else is going on in the NBA? Somebody, what you think about John Wall's preseason performance with the Rockets, man?
Wall's been looking good, man. He's not, the fastest player in the league anymore like he was, but he still looks good though.
Yeah, he looked pretty sharp. Him and Cousins look like they still got that chemistry from UK days, man.
Mm-hmm. It looks like they're doing a lot of pick and pop action. So as far as Cousins just rolling into the threes, just getting open 3-point shots. But overall, I think they look good though.
Now, I know James Harden be mad. John Wall go down there and take him to the playoffs and win the championship or something. James be mad then.
Like you said, he got his money though.
Yeah. Plus, I heard a rumor that Philly was putting Ben Simmons on the trading block. I was like, I hope that's a rumor.
Yeah, I hope so. If they do that, man, they done lost their mind if they do that.
Trading Ben for James?
Not at all.
For what?
Yeah, Ben's young, and then also, man, Ben can play defense. He can play make. He just ain't got a jump shot yet. Everybody's
working on that.
Yeah,
that comes with time. He'll get that.
We don't know because he don't shoot jump shots in the game. So
it is the game time. We want to win. Practices for jump shots for Ben Simmons.
It may just be his weakness. He just plays towards his strengths.
But yeah, I would never trade Ben Simmons for James Harden because Ben Simmons, like I said, he's defense. He plays defense. He's 6'10". He can handle the rock. He can do everything except shoot. But that'll come. Harden is just, he's putting points on the board. True, it's a lot of points. And he's getting to the line, getting fouls, getting people in foul trouble, that's fine. But I still don't see James Harden as a defensive threat. Yeah, he has a high number of steals, but just because you get steals don't mean you play good defense.
That's true. For basketball, man, it's still preseason, so it hasn't really got me too excited just yet.
I don't think anybody's excited right now. NBA just went off. We're still celebrating the Lakers championship. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah.
LeBron James and them. That's what we call them.
I seen a note though. I seen a stat the other day that said LeBron has 65 days he rested 65 days from last time he played an NBA game.
That's fine. That's a lot of time.
Actually, not nearly as much time.
I don't know about you, but I've never took 65 days off from open gym. I'm going to play. Mm-hmm. 65 days of not playing any basketball for a long time.
Yeah. But I'm just saying this is unusual just to turn around as far as sports, like with basketball.
It is unusual. It's unusual times. Like right now, we got the NBA, we got NFL, college basketball, college football. It's all going on right now at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful time in sports. But, go ahead, my bad.
No.
Oh, man, it's a beautiful time in sports, man. It's a lot. Like, no sports fan is wanting for anything right now. There's games on every day. There's NFL games on Tuesdays, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing. Like, that's a whole new market, Tuesday night football.
But the thing is, though, those games come on like 4:30. So, like,
I'm fine with that.
most people ain't home yet. So, most people still like rush hour traffic or getting off of work.
They got phones, they got tablets, they got computers, but they can stream it. You can watch it anywhere.
You might be responsible for the increase in accidents then. From streaming and traffic.
Watch these games at your own will. Just don't drive and watch the game, I guess. If you can't, that's your fault. Don't have an accident.
But I mean, as far as like, when I'm in the car, I like to listen to music though. I mean, you been up to anything new? Anything new in the music line?
Tobe. My man Tobe.
He's a bad man.
I would try to pronounce his last name, but I'm not even going to try to murder that man's last name.
I think it's Nwigwe. It could be. I could be wrong.
Yellow African name, don't you?
I do, yes, sir.
Nwigwe. He one of them. But I'm stupid. But yeah, my man Tobe, man, that album is like, I heard my man say it's a breath of fresh air. It really is if you like a hip hop head, man. Yeah. Like it's different. It's nothing like anything else that's out right now. It's completely original and I love it. I've had it on repeat for 3 days.
I gotta check it out, man. I didn't even know he dropped a new project on us. Last one I seen was The Pandemic Effect. I did check it, but it was like, it had the little, the catchy songs that was out during, the beginning of quarantine. So,
hey, man, he got a track called Father Figure with Royce the 5'9" and Black Thought. Yeah, man, it's lyrically probably the best track of the year, in my opinion. Like, of the year. It's arguably that. Like, if you can find another track that lyrical and you can argue that, please send it to us.
It could be.
We want to hear
it. Yeah, from what I heard whenever you played it for me, man, Royce was talking this stuff, man. Royce he's been on a tear this year. He's been on a tear as far as his album, the Allegory, and then also that League's freestyle. Man, he's just been doing damage in the business.
I haven't really heard too much from Royce. I haven't been really keeping up with him because I just haven't heard from him in a while. I didn't know he wasn't on my radar.
Nah, we'll put that.
So I'm gonna have to get into him again. See what's going on. Yo, my man Jack Harlow just released a new album this week. He's a local guy, 502 representative.
Yes, sir.
So we gotta listen to his album, check it out, stream it. Give him download props. What I thought of it, I thought it was pretty good. I didn't mind it at all. I played it all the way through. I probably wouldn't play it all the way through the second time. It was only like 2 or 3 tracks I didn't really care for, but the majority of it, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I thought overall it was a good project, though. I mean, he did have his little. He had a song to represent Louisville. Had Static, and then also had Bryson Tiller on there. The song that stood out to me though, he had a song with Adam Levine on there. I thought that was cool. It may have just been because he had the choir in the background. So
yeah, I
thought that was pretty dope. So like whenever you put a choir in the background or something, it's always makes it 10 times better.
It's gotta be epic if you got a choir in the background.
Yeah.
If you got a choir in the background for some bullshit, imagine how much money you just spent paying the choir.
Yeah.
To sing on a terrible song.
Unless Kanye. I heard Kanye wants more pay his choir. But that's another day.
Kanye pay them people. You got money, man.
You got a lot of money, man.
You ain't got it, your wife got it. Pay the people. They sung for you, for Jesus.
I thought Jack did his thing though, man. Especially for a debut album, it was something that was, it was pretty good for the year 2020. There hasn't been a lot of great music acts that came out and did their thing, or top tier music acts, I'd say.
There's been a few notable ones. My man Nas dropped.
Man,
Black Thought dropped. That's true. No, notable ones. I mean, Tobe killed it. I don't care what nobody say. So Jack is good. Tobe was better.
I say Tobe. That's your album on the year so far.
By far.
Okay. I really got to lock in on that one, then. I gotta go back and check it out.
By far, yeah.
I rock with Tobe though.
I had to go back and listen to his old stuff. I hadn't heard of him. Mm-hmm. Then I listened to his old. I'm like, oh, this brother's different.
Yeah,
he's different, bro. Like he's real. He's a nice sound, bro.
He's dope, man. Get you those Andre 3 Stacks vibes, man. Definitely.
On some 808s.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. I respect that man, what he's doing.
But I mean, as far as music goes, I mean, it's a sad day coming from a man. One of my favorite rappers growing up, man. My boy Weezy, man. My boy Weezy. I don't know what he's going through.
Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
The Cash Money Boy?
Huh?
Cash Money Boy?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
I mean, I don't know what Wayne's going through, though. I mean, to sell his music catalog for $100 million, he's got to owe a lot of people some money. Well, he's got to be in, a real bad bad.
And let's be clear about that. He didn't just sell his catalog. He sold Young Money's catalog. He sold Drake. He sold Nicki. And anybody else was signed.
Yeah,
he said all that to Universal.
Yeah. For
$100 million. And it's being sued for $20 million at the same time. So it's fair to question: is Wayne broke? Is he going broke?
I mean, that is a good question, but I mean, it's also it's starting to become a trend in music, so that's also something to focus in on as well. Because I mean, like I said, recently you had Bob Dylan sold his masters. I mean, Bob Dylan means not Lil Wayne, but you also had T-Pain sold his masters not too long ago. The Dream, L.A. Reid. So it's I don't know. It could be a money play behind the scenes with music, but we don't know.
It could be maybe he's planning to release a whole lot of new music and he's about to own that stuff or something. I don't know.
Well, he has dropped 2 new projects. I mean, which they was mixtapes, so I don't see him profiting off of that. The No Ceilings compilation he dropped Side B yesterday. What you think about that? You had a chance to listen to it?
I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. I'm gonna check it out though. But I just think, man, you sell your masters, you sold your own creation, you sold yourself, you sold your creation, man. You sold everything. Mm-hmm. You don't have the rights to any of that music anymore. So that means the label can play it and do whatever they want with it. It could be any movie, anything, any commercial, and you get nothing for it. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, everybody knows it's your track. You did it, but you not getting paid yourself.
But I mean, it could be the thing. Like, who's to know if they really, ain't making money off streams? Like, we still don't know the whole streaming game yet. We still haven't figured that out. So,
I mean, somebody's got to be making money. And maybe it's not the artist. I don't really know exactly how the business works either. But somebody's getting paid off them streams.
Yeah, I mean, it could be Apple, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube Music, Google. The corporations. That's the people who's getting paid.
Man. And then at a time where a lot of artists are fighting for their rights for the music.
Yeah. I mean,
sales is like.
But I mean, a lot of artists, it's starting to see a trend to where a lot of artists are starting to, stay independent. So it's going to be interesting as far as music goes in 2021. So it's just something to keep an eye out for.
I don't know. There's a lot of things going on, like especially like my man T.I. been in the news recently.
Man, he can't stay out of the news now when it comes to his kids, man.
I mean,
what he
he said that when fathers spend time with their daughters, when they're growing up, is labeled as thought prevention hours.
Okay.
Now, I don't have a daughter, but if I did, I mean, I don't mind, women strip, y'all do your thing, whatever, y'all get your money. But every father should, in my opinion, no father really wants to see his daughter like in that industry like that.
Yeah.
Now, if they grow up, do their own place, do what they want to do, fine. They grow. Can't stop them. But no father, I don't see too many fathers that are pushing their daughters in that direction.
Yeah. I mean, I have a daughter. I mean, I just try to, tell your daughter, just tell her ways to be treated, and, to value herself. But, man, I can see where T.I.'s coming from, and in a way, in today's time, it's hard to say it that way.
It is. That's what it is in today's time, because Chris Rock literally said the same thing on the comedy special maybe 15, 20 years ago.
Okay.
He said, my job as a father is to keep my daughter off the pole. Mm-hmm. He said, strippers are usually girls that missed a few hugs. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he said. He said, and that's exactly the same thing T.I. said, but because T.I. is known for being a little misogynistic, I guess, and that people haven't felt his recent comments of other things, he's not allowed to say it. But in all honesty, I mean, is he wrong?
I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't think he's wrong ultimately, but I don't
I just feel like he probably just said it for he worded it wrong. Now, as far as the previous incidents, as far as like checking the hymen and everything, it's something he may have went overboard on that. But
hey, that's his family life. I'll leave it alone. I don't touch that shit. I don't know. I wouldn't go with my daughter.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's
what the mothers are for.
Maybe Tiny was on tour with Escape or something.
That was something she could have missed.
But his daughter like 18. She grown, ain't she? She go by herself.
She might be. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she go by herself.
But
I don't know. It's a little creepy. It's just a tad creepy.
It's that's more creepy because it seems like he's obsessed with it.
Yeah, he's controlling.
Yeah, controlling. Yeah,
controlling. And I guess that's who he is as a businessman too. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. That's a little far. But like I said, I mean, no parents no father's gonna encourage their daughter to do that. No good father. If your father encouraged you to be that, hopefully he had reasons that maybe he could explain to the rest of the world because nobody understands it.
Or at least explain to her, like at least make it to where she's comfortable enough to understand where it's coming from, I guess. But like I said, not T.I. is the main face of it, but it all started out. I think it started with Lil Duval. I think he was the main one to introduce that topic.
Where?
I seen Lil Duval post something on Twitter. Oh my God.
Talking about that.
He made the same statement. So
I mean, I don't know. Every parent's different,
I just know T.I. might have to call up Jada again. He might have to jump on the red table talk. He got to figure out a way to get stuff out that jam.
Hey, you know what? She's killer with that red table talk.
She is, man.
She has nice interviews on there.
It's something that helped Facebook, get off the ground.
It's a little too emotional for me though. I don't like all that. People be on there crying. Crying makes me uncomfortable.
Snoop was on there.
Yeah. Snoop didn't cry. Was he crying?
But
they didn't cry that episode, did they?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't really watch it either myself, but I just know I did see Snoop on it. I think it was after the whole Gayle King incident. I mean, Snoop's he's accepted, but then also Snoop will say a lot of things that can ruffle feathers. Recently, you ruffle my boy Eminem's feathers, just by not listing his top 10.
I mean, his list is his list.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't argue with nobody's top 10. That's their top 10.
I agree. From the sounds of it, it just sounded like Eminem said that he was kind of disturbed that it came from within his camp.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, I think so.
He's a big boy.
I seen that. I've seen, Snoop also kind of messed up with, I wouldn't say messed up relations, but, on bad terms with Cardi B, I guess, probably. Cardi B and Offset.
When he says she basically said she be doing too much.
Yeah, on the WAP song.
Yeah.
And Snoop said, people like, well, Snoop rapped about this. He was like 20. So,
and they don't matter. There's whole millions of people that feel the same way that she did, that her and Megan did a little too much making the song, period.
Yeah.
But, we've been doing it for years.
I think what it was, though, ultimately what it was, it's not even necessarily that they did too much. It was probably too much for a commercial song.
They made it a commercial song. They could have not released it at all. They made it a commercial song. They put the money behind it.
That's what I'm saying.
They put it out there. They wanted it to, do what it did.
When you put a video to it, that's a commercial release to me.
Yeah, but that's a great video.
Yeah, I will play.
It's a great video. I think I watched it 2 or 3 times. Back.
All right, bro, slow down.
I watched it. When I first saw it, because I was like, at first, I watched it for 3 reasons. All right, first time I watched it, to watch the video, I was like, oh, wow, that's a nice image. Mm-hmm. Then I watched it to actually listen to the song. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I watched it again to make sure I didn't miss anything.
So you watched it again to make sure you didn't miss anything?
No, I only watched it. Three's a maximum. If you need more than 3,
that's all right, bro. I
pause it.
That's all right, bro. That's all right, bro. I get the true number off the cameras.
No, it's only 3.
I'm messing with you, bro.
It's only 3. If you listen to something watch something more than 3 times, you sin it.
Everybody heard that. 3 is the number. 3 is the number for both. You go past 3?
Ladies, you walk past your man 3 times, we watch the same video. Send it. He ain't doing right. Hey, man, we all sons. But some sins are different. But anyway, time's getting a little short, you know. So we about to go ahead and end this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, coming to a closure, man. It's a good thing though, man. Episode 2, man, we did it.
Definitely,
Didn't get canceled the first time.
Yeah, we're back. Hopefully we're back next week.
Man, oh man. We're about to get a major network. It's NBC's first podcast on primetime TV, something like
I know, we might have to go to NBC on our Dame Dash.
Man.
Just jump on the table and kick everybody out.
I'm going there like Ice Cube with that, baby. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to go ahead and end it, you know. Matter of fact, we're going to, real quick, a couple shout outs. Shout out to the Louisville Extreme arena football team. You know, shout out to them. They're doing big things. All black ownership.
That's big, right? That's powerful.
For the culture.
Big time.
We need to see that in the NFL.
Yeah.
We need to get to that.
Hopefully they inspire. Hopefully they inspire change.
Man, that's what we're hoping for. But let's go ahead and end it. No, once again, this is featuring JJ and Bo. I'm Bo.
And once again, this is JJ.
Yeah, we're gonna salute. There you go. Yeah, we did it. Joe baby.